A reversible heat engine operates between a source at 800 degrees Celsius and a sink at 30 degrees Celsius. What is the least rate of heat rejection per kilowatt network output of the engine? Okay, there is a heat engine operates between these temperature limits. There is a atmospheric air temperature is 30 degrees Celsius and the operating temperature is 800 degrees Celsius. Okay, we have to find out the least rate of heat rejection per kilowatt. Per kilowatt means 1 kilowatt network output of the engine. For producing 1 kilowatt output of the engine, what is the least rate of heat rejections for the given conditions? So first write down the given data. One is source temperature, another one is sink temperature. So I take the source temperature as T1 and the sink temperature as T2. So here the temperature is given in degrees Celsius. So we have to convert the temperature from degrees Celsius to Kelvin. So for that, add 273. 800 plus 273 equal to 1073 Kelvin. Then the sink temperature 30 degrees Celsius plus 273 equal to 303 Kelvin. The work output is 1 kilowatt. The work output is 1 kilowatt. Okay. So this is the data is given. By using this data, we have to find out the least rate of heat rejection per kilowatt. The heat rejected. We have to find out the heat rejected. Generally, it is a heat engine. In heat engines, the heat is supplied from source at high temperature. From the supplied heat, some amount of heat energy is converted into work, and the remaining amount of energy goes as waste. That is, some amount of energy is rejected from the heat engines. Okay. So work done means the difference of heat supplied to the engine and the heat rejected from the engine. The difference is going to be the work done, work output of the heat engine. Okay. Work output means heat supplied minus heat rejected. The difference is work output of the engine. Then efficiency. If you want to find out the efficiency of the engines, it is the ratio between output of the engine to the input of the engine. Output is work done. Input is heat supplied. So the ratio between the work done and the heat supplied is going to be the efficiency of the heat engine. So here work done is the difference between the heat supplied minus heat rejected divided by heat supplied. Okay. So here for finding out the efficiency, we should know these values, that is the heat supplied, heat rejected. Then only we can find out the efficiency. So right now we don't know the value of these parameters, so we can't use this relation directly. So instead of that, the heat supply takes place at higher temperature T1, then the heat rejection takes place at lower temperature T2. So we can write the efficiency equation in terms of temperature, that is T1 minus T2 divided by T1. Now the temperature values are known. Now substitute the temperature values, that is the T1 is 1073 Kelvin, T2 is 303 Kelvin divided by T1 1073 Kelvin. If you simplify this, you will be getting the value of 0.7176. So the efficiency always represented in percentage. So you multiply with 100, 0.7176 into 100, it will become 71.76%. So for the given condition, if a engine is operated, the efficiency of the heat engine is 71.76%. Okay. Now the efficiency is over. Actually, my aim is to find out the heat rejected for producing 1 kilowatt work output. Okay, heat rejected. Actually, here there is a relation, that is work done equal to heat supply minus heat rejected. So for finding out this heat rejection, I should know these two parameter values. One is work done, another one is heat supplied. Okay. Already in the question itself, work done is given, that is a 1 kilowatt. Now if we know the value of heat supplied, we can find out heat rejected by using this relation. Okay. So let's find out the heat supplied. So we can use any one of the relation. You can use this relation or this relation, that is efficiency equal to work done divided by heat supplied. Work done is 1 kilowatt, heat supplied, that is we are going to find out. Efficiency just now we have calculated, the efficiency is 71.76%. so in this relation substitute, you will be getting the heat supplied. The work done is 1 kilowatt, efficiency is 0.71765. if you divide this, you will be getting the value of 1.3934 kilowatt. So heat supplied for the given condition is 1.3934 kilowatt. Okay, then now you can use this relation, that is the work done equal to heat supplied minus heat rejected. Here the heat supplied value is 1.3934, then the heat rejected is not known, we are going to find out. Okay, so in these three parameters, now we know the value of work done and heat supplied. So the only unknown parameter is heat rejected. So if we rearrange this relation, we can find out the heat rejected. Okay, work done equal to heat supplied minus heat rejected. So I am rearranging this. So heat rejected equal to heat supplied minus work done. So now substitute the known values in this relation. You will be getting the heat rejected for producing 1 kilowatt work output. Heat supplied is 1.3934 minus work output is 1 kilowatt. So finally heat rejected is 0.3934 kilowatt. Okay, there is a heat engine which is operated between the temperature ranges of 800 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius. If this is operated at these temperatures for producing 1 kilowatt work output from the engine, what is the least rate of heat rejection? That is your question. Okay, so for producing 1 kilowatt of work output, there is a need of 1.3934 kilowatt of heat supplied. Among this, out of this 1.3934 kilowatt, 0.3934 kilowatt goes as waste, that is heat rejected, that is not utilized for useful form. Okay.